Hi everybody, Audra here, your Twisted Chalker with Auds and Ends Boutique, and I am making a little canvas tonight using my transfer and supplies from Magnolia Design Company. And the transfer today is Bloom Where You Are Planted. I think that's such a cute little transfer there, and I thought I'd embellish it a little bit with the sunflower and some ribbon. So just a little something I wanted to play with tonight. And the colors I chose to use are the True Blue, and the Emerald Green, and the Daffodil. So, let's see. I don't need to, I don't know where my brain is tonight. I don't need to, I wrote on the back so I know what side this goes back on. I don't need to fuzz it. I don't need to fuzz the transfer because it's just going on a regular painting canvas. So I definitely want it to be able to stick right, and it should be pretty easy to get it off once I'm done. So I'm not going to worry about fuzzing it tonight. I'm just going to put it down here in the corner because I want to embellish with some ribbon and some bows and a flower. I am going to make sure I get all of the air bubbles out by working from the center toward the end. That way I'm sure to get them all out of the screened areas. And you see, this is kind of bending down. I need to put a little padding underneath. So I'm going to go get a towel really quick. Hold on one moment. Alright, I'm back. So I think this will be a good towel to use. Oops, I don't want to pull that off. But I do want to move these out of the way. And the reason I'm doing this is because there's a space between the actual canvas and the table because of this frame. So that's too thick. So I need a smaller towel. I think these will work. Oh yes, that'll work better. So I'm just going to use these. Put them inside the frame. Whoops. I guess I could have just put them on the table. And then put the frame on top. There. Now there's no give. And it's almost as if it was flat on the table. And that made it a little easier to work out air bubbles. Alright, so what I want to do is use these three colors. And I'm going to put blue on the words. No, I'm going to do bloom in blue. And then I'm going to do Where You Are Planted in yellow, and the butterflies in yellow. And then the greenery in green. It's a very simple thing tonight. And let's see how it looks when I'm done. So, to prepare the paste, this is the chalk paste. You definitely want to stir it up really good so that it's the consistency of yogurt or cake batter. I'm doing that with all three. And they're looking really good. All right. So, I'm going to put a little blue here. Oopsie. And I'm using the squeegee upside down. Please excuse me. My brain is not functioning well tonight. Okay. Here we go. It's really so easy to do this. Magnolia Design Company provides all the supplies I need to make these. I got to show you what inspired me to use the sunflower today. As soon as I'm done with the word bloom, I'll go get it. Okay, I'm going to leave that on there kind of thick right now, since I'm not removing it quickly. I'll be right back. This is something my daughter painted freehand. I love the flower. This I cannot do freehand. Anything like this I cannot do freehand. But she did. And I was looking at that flower and I thought, you know, I want to do a little something with some sunflower. So I just happened to have a few that I had purchased. And so I'm going to use one on here as an embellishment. This. Sorry, I'm concentrating because there's not much space between the blue and the yellow. Canvas is not as forgiving as, say, the chalkboard surface is, because once it's on there, I don't know if I can get it off. And I see a little white area right there, so I'm going to have to make sure I get some more blue in there to cover that. If I see the white, that means I'm seeing the canvas through the screen to the butterflies. Okay, and then I'm going to do the greenery. I know it's not all really greenery, but I just feel like doing it in green today. I just realized what I'm doing here with the blue and the yellow and the green. I'm going to get that away from the... I almost painted right over my yellow butterfly with the green. I probably wouldn't have done too much damage. I must have chalk on my hands because I'm seeing a little yellow right here at the bottom. It's something you have to be careful of when you're doing this. If you're like me, it will be on your hands whether you want it to be or not. And so you have to be careful depending on what you're painting and chalking on about touching it with your hands. Alright, with chalk on it. I see a little bit of white right there. Now removing the excess. I'm going to go this way so I don't get it all over canvas where I don't want it. Ooh, I got close to the edge. Alright, that's the green. Here's the blue. Taking all the excess off. All that goes back in the jar. None is wasted. And then the yellow. Same thing. Taking off all the excess. Oh, look what I did. Alright, so I'm going to Carefully scrape that in there. Use my other one. Glad I brought an extra squeegee out here. Alright. Now I need to make sure my hands are clean. I have chalk paste here. That looks like that's it. I'm going to move these out of the way. Okay, let's see how we did here. It's the peel and reveal time. Ooh, I like the blue. Oh yes, I like that. I'll be right back. I'm going to rinse this. So I'm just rinsing it in cool water, cool to lukewarm, using a transfer wipe cleaner, kind of like a sponge thing that Magnolia Design Company provides. And it helps to get everything off of your transfer as much as possible. Sometimes the darker colors will stain, but that's okay because it will not ruin your transfer. You'll just have a little color on it. I rinsed the non-sticky side first, and now I'm rinsing the sticky side. I don't know that that really matters what order you do it in. Just as long as when you lay it out to dry, you lay it sticky side up. And leave it laying out to dry until it is completely dry. Alright. I'm going to take a little dryer too for a minute. I love the way the colors turned out on this canvas. Gosh, you know, if it wasn't for these products, I wouldn't be able to make things like this. And I've kind of gotten addicted to this. Let me see. Oh, no, it's still a little tacky. I love to do transfers, come out with pretty pictures. But then I also so much love adding embellishments to them. This area here is a little thicker, so I'm going to cover that for just a minute. Much better. All right. So there it is, over there on the corner. Now, I am going to take this. I have my hot glue going, hot glue gun going here. So, see, I laid it and nothing happened to it. Laid it right on the table, because it's already dry. And then I want to put this on here. I decided instead of wrapping it around all the way, I'm just going to, come on, slide down a little bit, glue it here like this. So, put a little bit of glue here. Ooh, hot stuff. don't need to blow dry it, I need to glue it. How am I going to do this without burning my finger? I guess I could have brought some sort of tool to help me with this part right here. There. I'll just keep tapping it until it sticks. There. Okay. Glue it on this side. So there's one part. And then I want to put this one right here. So I will put this down inside there. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Here we go. I'm sure there's a better way to do this, but I didn't prepare for it. So I'm just going to tuck it in there and hope I don't burn myself too bad while I'm doing it. So first I want to make sure in we go. Alright. There we go. Okay. So far so good. And then I have this I forget what this is called. Okay, I have this blue polka dotted ribbon that I like to use, and I have this little green striped, and then some pretty yellow. So what I'm going to do is take these three, and I'm just basically going to tie it around this burlap ribbon. Burlap ribbon. Do I want to do that, or do I just want to? I don't want to do that. Let me think how I want to do this. I cut this length. I know I want to do this a little bit like that. I think either that, or I just want to think I need a little twine. I'll be right back. Okay, so I keep saying I'll be right back because everything is now in my room. I used to have all of my supplies here in the dining room. Our dining room table is where I do my crafting, because I don't have a third bedroom in this house, and both of the bedrooms are occupied, and there's not enough room in my bedroom. So I do this out here, and I originally had everything out here in the dining room, but I decluttered and reorganized. Be right back. And so now almost everything is in my bedroom, and when I want to do a project, I have to bring it all out here. Everything I need. And sometimes I forget something, because this is not, it's not been like this for very long. So sometimes I forget something I need. And I have to go get it. Let's see. I had an idea in my head how I wanted to do this, but I guess sometimes the ideas in your head just don't work in reality, right? Okay, so but that's okay. I don't mind, because I can find a way to make things work. And I think I want to pull this blue over here a little bit. There we go. Now, I think I'm going to leave the edges squared off because of the shape of the all right, shape of the picture. So I don't need all of this sticking out. I'm going to put this right, I'm going to turn this over so I can gauge exactly where I want to put this, because I'm going to have this over it, and I want to make sure here we go. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, I like that better. Okay. Heavy, heavy glue. I think this is going to go nicely with, if I decide to keep it, I may put it in my booth. I do have my booth at Second Spin Consignment here in Tulsa at 31st and Sheridan, and some of the items I make I keep for myself, and some of the items I make I put in the booth. But there it is, bloom where you are planted. I think that turned out really cute. So, do I want to keep it and pair it with my daughter's picture? Hers is better by far, but still, I think this turned out very nice. Bloom where you are planted. All right, well, if you are curious about whether or not you'd like to do something like this, or if you can even you've been able to, check out my website. The link to the website is in the description below. And if you're watching this on Facebook, you can click on Shop Now. It'll take you right to my website. Or if you know somebody who might be interested, I would greatly appreciate if you would share this so that they can take a look at it as well. I do have free sample kits that I can send to you, so if you'd like to give it a shot at home at no obligation, just message me and I will be happy to send one to you. All right, well, thank you for watching, and bloom where you are planted. Good night, everybody.